listening to the Freedom Army Radio. Welcome to another episode of the Writers Guild. I'm your host, Captain Manimal, and today's topic, it's a spicy tamale. It's something that has the world divided in many ways, and that, of course, is the woke mind virus. Just what the hell is wokeism, I ask you? Let's figure it out together. Is there a clear definition? I'm not sure. But tonight, we're going to delve into it. We're going to find out. We're going to see if we can make sense of this modern trend. Because, I grew up in the 90s, man. And I can tell you, there was no such thing present at that time. Okay, so where did it come from? Did it start when Caitlyn Jenner became accepted as a woman? Or was it when we had men competing in women's sports during the recent Olympics? Remember that? Oh boy. Perhaps it has something to do with the Democrats of America, or maybe the Liberals of Canada. I don't know. Is it a government-funded operation? Critical race theory in our education system and all that bullshit? Or is it just a culture of canceling those who value free speech? I'm not sure. I'm trying to figure it out. Is it a true movement of the people? Really? What even is it exactly? It's definitely not clear, but let's try to demystify this query. No pun intended. Just kidding, I did intend that pun. Moving on. Now, when I say woke, I don't mean homosexual, okay? I don't. I'm not talking about the gays here, brother. Woke does not necessarily always mean trans. This might piss off some people, but personally, I feel like homosexuality on its own, it's just like a spectrum, and it's totally normal. It's natural and biologically determined. Traditionally, it's been religion that has ostracized that minority because of their belief system. And look, it's not the Bible thumpers that are making the most noise about it, is it? Let's be real here. It's blue-haired trans freaks with multiple virtual signaling flags in their bio that are raising hell over gender issues. Come on, it's not your average gay dude or evangelicalist. Fuck no. Now look, I am a heterosexual man, and, I don't think that's anything to be proud of. But I can tell you with certainty, there is no amount of media pressure or religious influence, or any influence from society that could suddenly make me want to crave cocks. It don't work that way. It's not a moral hill I stand on, okay? I'm just wired this way. Luck of the draw, man. Even though my name is Captain Manimal, I assure you I do not want to swim with a skinned dolphin or spank any guy's monkey. Okay? I just love animals, no homo. Now let's be very clear. I like to joke around, yeah, brother, but look, there's nothing wrong with how you're born. It's fucking nature's way. But not every person has the same prerogative. This is my concern. And this is the difference that requires some speculation. Some express themselves a certain way to take advantage of others, to manipulate to their own twisted benefit. And so here lies the problem, because some men are out there parading around as if they're women, and just, another member of the club, but I do question their motive. Do they really all feel like a woman? Do they really care about equal rights and free expression and all that? Are they just trying to get into a woman's change room? That's what I think is happening. Or are they, on the online chat groups targeting minors going through a gender transition induced by the fake-ass media, the corrupt government, and their psycho-liberal parents? These are questions I have. Some of these people pretend. That's what it is. They pretend to share the same values, but they don't. They wear the whole kit and caboodle to try to fit into a group that values the ideology of inclusiveness. Not to simply feel included themselves, but to take advantage of those that fucking don't. That's what it is. Let's be real. There's nothing cool or sexy about a 45-year-old man in fishnets in a scarf talking to minors about fucking gender issues, man. Like, grow up. What the fuck are you doing? It's not a good look. Do they think it looks good? Because honestly, they just look like a regurgitated can of Alpha-Gettios. Real talk. The group has grown to include so many minorities that we might as well drop the whole, like, LGBTQRSP29 or whatever the fuck it is and just start calling them the alphabet people. The whole thing. You know, fuck it. Everybody gets a letter. Why not? You want a number? You can have them too. You can make up your own numbers and your own letters and your own words and your own meanings to everything. But don't worry, princess. Don't worry, Muffin. You are still a very crucial member of the club. Yeah, right. Come on. These are the moments when I think, damn, maybe we do need a little Jesus fucking Christ in our lives. Honestly, I'm not religious, but come on. Where is Jesus when you need him? Allah Akbar. God is great. Lord, save us from this devilish trickery. I swear on my soul. The whole movement has gone full retard. And let me tell you something, brother. You never go full retard. Okay? But seriously, I'm fine with people dressing how they want. If they truly feel that's how they want to express themselves, do it. Shit, I put on girls' clothes before. Makeup too. Why? Well, because I was drunk and it was funny as fuck. Like, you know, whatever. Shit, in grade 4, man, I even went out for Halloween as a prostitute. I did. You know? What, you don't think that's funny? Come on. Like, you should have seen the look on the parents' faces at the fucking door. Hilarious. Man, times have changed. I tell you. Like, I used to love hair metal, okay? You know rock bands that would dress up like slutty chicks? Like Motley Crue. You know, they did it, and they definitely weren't gay. They just didn't do it because it was some equal rights protest or some shit. They just thought they looked cool, and let's face it, they did. You know, I was in a band in high school, and I had long hair and the whole fucking thing, and I was real skinny, and from the back, I kind of looked like a girl. Many times, people would come up to me and misgender me, but instead of, you know, turn around all offended, I'd be laughing my ass off, man. Like, nowadays, it's a bit different, you know. People be acting like misgendering is a fucking legitimate crime. Spare me. You know, I don't believe that's the case at all. The truth is, they're just being a pussy. That's it, man. Soft, weak, little fucking pussy. Their primary function is clickbait and virtue signaling. Brother, their secondary function doesn't even function. You know, what has infected their mind to make them crash out over something we all used to laugh at? Make it make sense, brother, man. But wokeism is not just a fashion trend or a sexual preference, okay? It's many things, but at the very least, I think it's a mental disorder. It's like an actual mind virus that infects you. It hijacks your intelligence. It makes you think silly things about the world that are not practical or realistic. For example, this new fashioned lie that men and women are 100% equal. Even when it comes to things like boxing or wrestling or ejaculating, somehow still equal. Make it make sense. As human beings, we all hold equal value in a larger esoteric sense. Yeah, sure, okay. But specifically, men and women can't be totally equal because they are different biologically. They're different. And this becomes obvious when we compare them in different areas, such as physical strength. Not only are our bodies different, but our minds operate differently as well. We have different levels of hormones and different instinctual drives. We come to different conclusions. We make distinctly different choices and hold different values. I don't see this as a problem. I don't see it as a competition. I see this as yin and yang, man, where everyone fits somewhere on the sexuality spectrum. Two sides of a valuable coin. Men and women don't naturally compete against one another, I don't think. I think, in fact, they complement the opposite. And sometimes opposites naturally repel. Uniqueness is the spice of life. It's just that this movement takes this concept to a ridiculous extreme of perfect inclusiveness and equality. Oh man, fuck off. How dull and boring the world would be if we truly were all exactly the same. That's some Orwellian garbage. Like, even God agrees. I mean, if Adam and Eve were perfect, there wouldn't be black people. Am I right? Why didn't God just get it right from the first time? Damn it. Just kidding. Ah. No, maybe, it's okay. Like, maybe you don't fit into the traditional expectations that society has had on the roles of men and women, and that's fine. Personally, I'd rather be a traditional 1950s stay-at-home mom, where my sole responsibility is making sure the house is in order and the kids are fed. Fucking sign me up. If my sugar mama wants to go out and make all the big bucks all day slaving away at some fucking job, power to her. We don't all fit into the same societal mold, and that's okay. However, brother, don't get it fucked up now. The woke mind virus is not just about standing up against traditional roles. It is a form of extremism that has gotten completely out of control to the point where it is not only unnatural, but it is legitimately dangerous. Some of these minorities are radicalized to the point of self-harm or harm to others through hormone replacement therapy, critical race theory bullshit, sexual orientation and gender identity in public school curriculums, government influence in medical settings, all of this garbage. It's a fucking virus. You can't get away from it. It spreads. It infects. Ultimately, to gain more votes. That's what it is. It all comes down to politics. It's for more votes in the long run. The liberals basically say, look, man, if you want to be in the club for life, all you got to do is chop your dick off. Then you're in. That's it, And brother, that's a forever decision that many of these people end up regretting. Some pay with the quality of their life forever, but some pay with their life itself, man. Suicide rates among this minority is no joke. They breed a culture of hate and division, a mentality that says the world is against them, when in reality, they are just stuck in an ego echo chamber full of pussies and parasites. It's a dark spiral that becomes propagated by the media and the government. A person's entire social environment becomes infected by this virus. It seeps into their mind day by day until they beg their parents to let a government-paid doctor chop their cock off or tits because they'll feel better. Finally, with all the attention and recognition from the alphabet community, these deformed, mutilated victims will somehow begin to heal and feel like themselves. Yeah, okay. Okay, bud. Any qualifying serious doctor that financially benefits from mutilating a child or interfering with their natural development, is nothing less than the embodiment of the full form of the disease. They have stage 4 Wokism. No known cure is considered possible for this level of stupidity, and the parents are even fucking worse. These people are intensely identified with everything outside of who they are. Well, let me tell you something. Anything external that determines who you are is not who you are. You are not your body. You are not your mind. The value of the clothes you wear do not scale with the quality of your fucking spirit, man. If you believe gender is who you are, then you will only ever be surface deep. You will live a pretentious, unsatisfying, obtuse life, full of anxiety and self-debasement. You will seek external gratification anywhere you can, in a desperate attempt to fill the fucking void within. With your attention firmly transfixed on the superfluous, you will never learn to swim in the depths of your own soul. Thank you for listening to the Writers Guild here on the Freedom Army Radio. I'm your host, Captain Manimal, and I bid you farewell and good night.